Hi, GC News. Numa Obia Akwaba had the latest and hot news in Kwa Enamide Bremo and so we now subscribe ya Bomodian say over subscribe to the channel. What the other say over click the subscribe button now barely notification. We answer video phobia there upload no also what's a breaking be. After we are one like video no nothing. Share my offer for so now will you be here now Bawumia airport. Afriyie a sema beto ye so Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa on the MP for North Tongu na wasade se fufuro so asa ba betu ya gete se ambulance spare parts from Sensibia sikebia yetua amfa parliament authorize it 24 interest scam $54.9 million na Afriyie sendegri na private company interest scam no Akufo Addo gyankroma and Edwina one who a boom, let us say, by Fiamma, my friend, Stephen Okoro, now I say, I am forty down near Yakupo money taken. I don't know who the two at the amazing simply Nara Atuga. And tend to marry you could see someone who could do said what day is sensible in our details. Atuga Afriyie Akufo Addo there one who a bone was answering it is a more Okudzeto Ablakwa.
So you see, Doc. When I saw all of what was going on, it is obvious that look, the people behind this service auto thing, clearly this level of insider dealing, there ought to be something very, very, very unique about these guys. So I decided to secure their articles of incorporation and looked out for the directors. And a can of worms opened before my very eyes. So if you look at the incorporation documents, you see the directors here. Osman Inusa, Khalilu Dauda, Mohammed Nurulak, Charles Opon Checheku, who by the way is an ex-convict in the UK, Samuel Bannerman, Alvin Mensah, an interesting name to take note of, and Stephen Okoro, a more interesting name, Stephen Okoro.
All right.
So I decided to do further background checks. Then I discovered that Stephen Okoro apparently is a long-time business partner of the Akufo Addo daughters. Long-time business partner. And I have the evidence of that. Their business incorporation documents. They first registered a company called SFO Initiatives Limited. Interesting name, SFO, the Serious Fraud Office. SFO. Very, very interesting. I like the names these friends choose. Very, very interesting names. SFO Initiatives Limited. They incorporated this on the 9th of August 2013. That's the date of incorporation, with a registration number of CS249512013. The directors in that company are Stephen Okoro and gyankroma Akufo Addo. Gyankroma Akufo Addo. They are the directors. So this was in 2013. When her father became president, they decided to do more brisk business. So on 12 August 2020, they incorporated Good Box Limited. Good Box Limited. They said they were going to run gyms. Good Box Limited. Here again you have Stephen Okoro. Then this time you have gyankroma Akufo Addo and Edwina Akufo Addo, the directors. Stephen Okoro opted to be a company secretary this time. Interestingly, amongst the shareholders here, when you look at the articles of incorporation, you have KGL Capital, another interesting one. And then you have Kennedy Agyapong, who was then an appointee of the president, the board chair of ECG.
Former board chair.
Former board chair of ECG. So very interesting.
But at this time, he was board chair of ECG.
He was board chair of ECG. And yeah, so very interesting. when we talk about the family and friends, you know, very, very revealing. 8 days after this, on the 20th of August 2020, they registered another company. This time, they call it Good Grow Limited. Good Grow.
So Good Box to Good Grow.
Yes, from Good Box, they moved to Good Grow.
All right.
Same actors, Stephen Okoro, Gyankroma Akufo Addo, Edwina Akufo Addo. And if you look at the principal activity, they said that they were going to grow and farm cannabis.
Okay.
Cannabis. And this was just a few days after.
No, I mean, are they part of the service auto company?
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
part of this?
Yes, Stephen Okoro, yes.
No, I'm talking about
director.
Gyankroma. I mean, she part of what we are discussing.
Yes.
I'm talking about the service auto.
Yes, they are business partners. So she's
No. I'm saying that this particular issue.
Yes.
Is she one of the, board of directors? She's not, because what you read.
Clearly, you have not been listening to me.
No, you mentioned Stephen Okoro. I'm saying that the service auto Ghana group.
Yes.
Is she part of the?
I'm saying that
directors?
clearly you were not listening.
I was
Just listen
listening.
attentively. I'm saying that Stephen Okoro, a key director of Service Ghana Auto Group,
I get
is
that.
a business partner.
Yeah, but I understand that. But I'm
So I'm establishing. I must
No, we
establish.
are
I can't
dealing-
just
no,
say.
no, we
I
are
can't
dealing-
just say.
no, we are dealing with
I-
service
I-
auto. No.
I just can't say they are business
One day
partners and leaders.
he's speaking 30 minutes on this
Please,
matter.
please. I know you are very
about it.
uncomfortable, but please.
30 minutes. We will give you 30 minutes to talk on this issue.
Yeah, I'm sure God can even give you an hour. Don't worry. Let me.
I sit here 30 minutes. He's talking about this.
Please,
30 minutes,
please,
and at the
please.
end, you give me 5 minutes to cook.
Please, this is our money. $34.9 million. You think it's a
Sammy,
joke? This is our money.
just focus.
Please, this is our money. Don't get us even more angry. $10 million is gone.
Just go on.
As we speak, $10 million.
Just
You know
go on.
what $10 million can do?
Sammy, just focus. Just go on.
As we speak, you know the Otumfuo held an event looking for $10 million for Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. I'm sure you were there. He invited all Ashanti MPs. He's looking for just $10 million to revive Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. It is gone. We are trying to protect what is left, the $24.9 million, and you want to get on our nerves. Look, Doc, so this establishes that they are business partners. And as I have said elsewhere, if you look at the activities of Stephen Okoro and Alvin Mensah, who are business partners, friends of the Akufo Addo daughters, they have set up 42 companies.
Who has set up 42?
Stephen Okoro and Alvin Mensah, who are also directors of Service Ghana Auto Group. And I have all their business.
You mean the two of them have set
Yes.
up 42 companies?
42 companies, yes.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
And some of which the daughters are part of it. I just want to.
Are you mean the daughters of a president
Yes.
are part of some of these 42 companies?
Exactly.
With these two gentlemen
yes.
who are also directors of
Service Ghana Auto Group.
all right.
Now, the law that we passed is asking about the links. The Office of Special Prosecutor Act, if you pay regard to that act, Section 3 of that act, the functions of the office. Section 3C. Investigate and prosecute alleged or suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses involving public officers, politically exposed persons, and persons in the private sector involved in the commission of the offense under any other relevant law. So it's very relevant, politically exposed people.
So that's the basis for
That is the basis. That's why I went to the OSP.
Okay.
So nobody should be trying to obfuscate issues
That's
here.
fine. Okay.
Now, let me come to the Ministry of Health statement. Look, if they didn't issue this statement, it will have helped them. They have worsened matters. Worsened matters. Look, paragraph 5. The Ministry of Health is now telling us that apparently the Chief of Staff is also part of this. All along, we thought it's Ken Ofori Atta again, conspiring with Ajimamenu and the presidential daughters and their business associates. Now we are told that this came on the instruction of the Chief of Staff, the President's Chief of Staff. Read paragraph 5. It says, on March 10, 2023, the Office of the Chief of Staff requested the Ministry of Health to explore ways to support the National Ambulance Service in maintaining the fleet of ambulances due to Parliament's refusal to approve the budget estimates of the Special Initiative Development Secretariat for the 2023 fiscal year. Hey! You know that in this country, under our constitution, under our laws, if you don't have the budget, if Parliament has not given you approval, that's where the matter ends. That's where it ends. What business does a chief of staff have when there is no parliamentary approval? Writing letters and asking ministers to be exploring ways. What you do is that you wait. If it's mid-year review or the next budget cycle, then you come back to Parliament.
I think the conduct of the NHI in point 8 answers the question.
Yes, I'm coming there. So look, this statement, they've opened a Pandora's box, roped in more people, and worsened their case. Now, let's come to paragraph 7. They have deepened Ken Ofori Atta's woes in this their statement. The Ministry of Finance responded. If you like, I can start with paragraph 6 so that for clarity and better understanding. So subsequently, after the Chief of Staff's instruction, the Ministry of Health wrote to the Ministry of Finance requesting the establishment of letters of credit for an amount of $34.9 million. So something that's not in your budget. On behalf of Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for the procurement of spare parts for the 307 units of ambulances. Paragraph 7. The Ministry of Finance responded, indicating it could only fund up to $10 million of the requested amount and recommended that the Ministry of Health explore financing the difference through the National Health Insurance Authority. Paragraph 8. The NHI, in correspondence with the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Finance, stated it was unable to fund the cost of the procurement of the spare parts as part of the 10% allocation to the Ministry of Health because this was not captured in the allocation formula approved by Parliament. And this statement, because I came here today with all the NHI formulas that we've been approving from 2022 to date. Nowhere did Parliament approve an expenditure item on spare parts for the Ghana Ambulance Service. So when I saw Ken Ofori Atta's letter, I said, how lawless can this man be? You know that the National Health Insurance Authority has no parliamentary approval. Their formula that Parliament has approved does not in any way permit them to do spare parts for ambulances. And then you instruct, read his 9 February letter. Ken Ofori Atta instructed that the ministry is only able to fund up to $10 million out of the amount requested and recommend that the Ministry of Health finances the difference through the National Health Insurance Authority. How dare you? You know our constitution. You cannot spend money without parliamentary approval. You know that in the NHIS formula, there is no provision in the formula for spare parts. Then Ken Ofori Atta, who should know better, before you sign this letter, you ought to have checked with the NHIA approval by Parliament. You didn't do that. And you are saying that they should go and take $24.9 million from the National Health Insurance. Okay. Look, the only positive thing from this Ministry of Health statement is that folks at the National Health Insurance Authority don't want to go to jail with these guys. They don't want to go to jail with Ken Ofori Atta, Ajimamenu. And let me commend my Odadie colleague Okoboy for not signing this himself, but he should be careful because it's coming from his ministry. Even though nobody had the courage to put their name there. They said sign PR unit. I don't know what that is. When they are issuing this, they are useless statements. Nobody wants to show their face. But clearly, the Health Insurance Authority officials, they don't want to join these characters to jail for the financial loss they have caused. Look, Doc, do you know that even the $10 million that has been paid, it wasn't budgeted for?
Right.
So they should be refunding that money. Look, let me advise Stephen Okoro and the Akufo Addo daughters, all those who are behind this company, that the earlier they refund our $10 million, as they can see, there is no approval by Parliament, and you can't spend. You see, this is the same thing Ken Ofori Atta did with the National Cathedral. You remember, Doc? When we intercepted letters instructing Control Accountant General to release monies, and he appeared before the Vote of Censure Committee, he came to say, he used contingency vote. How can you use contingency for a project that you have planned that has a multi-year layout? So, you see a pattern. He is so notorious for this kind of conduct. no parliamentary approval. And so clearly, when we talk about conflict of interest, we talk about insider dealing. This is it. Classic case. I'm leaving office. Let me sign a sweetheart deal for my nieces and their business partners. I cannot wait for the judgment day.
Okay.
I conclude by reminding all viewers the state of our healthcare. Look, if we really have $34.9 million, imagine what that can do. The last time the Minister of Health appeared in Parliament, he told us that Ghana has only 4 functioning MRIs in our public hospitals. Only 4. Konfanochi, they are turning away patients because they don't have dialysis machines. 18 people have died at Kolebu. We still have no bed syndrome. Pregnant women delivering on the bare floor. If we have $35 million, are these the schemes that we should be creating? Spare parts for crony companies that have no track record, companies that should be blacklisted. Are you aware that this is the same company that was caught in that viral video using our ambulance for cement, for carrying cement? Oh, it's the same company.
You're waiting for waiting and somewhere North Tongu MP Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa wadi atudra sika hituama Stephen Okoro private company ambulance spare parts from Sicily and for parliamentary approval Ken Ofori Atta and the segment no Hopeson and I would say Akufo Addo mano ehumbu awada and some do na edit because GCB so and our channel say we subscribe ya more than say over subscribe no like na feel so or share ama of so any be ahwe also betting at what in Afriyie so we now I will comment boxing in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.